Welcome to Center Heist Productions. Please hit the links and subscribe down below in your right hand corner. Muchly appreciate that. And you can share with your friends and family. And if you come across the channel, please don't leave without subscribing and hitting the likes. Helps the channel grow. And there we have a nice, healthy community here at this channel, and we take great pride in focusing on avoiding rumorville and giving you a bunch of malarkey. We like to stick to factual information as it falls, and we take great pride that we have stuck to that, and we don't get into clickbait. So let's get right at it. This is a review. Sorry, it's a little bit. I would like to have done it a day sooner, but however, things are very busy at the moment, and so. This is a review of Saturday night's game. Montreal was visiting the Leafs, and turned out to be quite a hockey game, well-played game. Seen a lot of maturity in Slafkovsky's game within this game. So there's just a lot of positives that came out. They fought this, and they came out ending up winning. Montreal wins this 2-1 in a shootout. And standouts for me were Caufield, of course, who scored twice. Once in regulation, the only regulation goal, and he scored in the shootout. And Texier was the only other goal scorer in the shootout. And Dobes was the other guy who, for me, stood out. Really stood tall when he had to. So let's get right down to let's get into the periods. No scoring in the first. Montreal scores in the second. Caufield again, as I said, no scoring for the Leafs. Leafs managed to tie it up in the third. Then we had an overtime, no scoring, and Montreal gets 2 goal scorers. Like I said, Caufield and Texier with a one-handed beautiful goal. He scored just a beautiful one to watch, and the Leafs had that's the way it went. They had 1 out of 3 of their shooters scored, and 2 for 2 for Montreal. So it worked out well. Montreal gets the victory. Great performance there. Great solid team performance. Okay, let's see. Now, give you some more stats here. Okay, so we get shots on goal. We're 9-7 for Montreal. There's a change of pace. Montreal again, second period 14-3. Just incredible. This is the first time you see them go in a hidden shot department. That was huge. Third period was 10-8 for the Leafs. And 3 shots apiece in overtime, and total shots 34-23 for Montreal in this game. So the whole team put on quite a clinic. They played like a team in this game, very much so. So let's go to game stats. 34-23 were the shots, 58.1 to 41.9 for the Leafs in the face-off department. Power play 25% for Montreal to 1 for 4. Leafs 0 for 3. Penalty minutes 8-6 for the Leafs. Hits 28-21 for the Leafs. Block shots 11-8 for the Canadians. And giveaways 12 apiece. Takeaways 5-3 for the Leafs. And that is your score. And great victory there for Montreal. Good solid team performance. And like I said, this was a game. What stood out for me, I seen just the back checking of Slav. There was a play he made. I forget who he was covering it on. Almost want to say it was Matthews or something. Anyway, either way, he made a beautiful back check in this game early on, and that just showed his maturity, because you would have never seen him a couple of years ago be able to be in that position to do that. And he really, offset the threat of the player going in on the break as enough to throw him off and hinder him, so that he couldn't get a good play off. That's maturity, and that's one thing we can say. We as Habs fans, we should recognize there's a lot of maturity coming in Slav's game, and it's good to see, and it needs to continue for sure. Good positives for the first line being back together. This was a total team effort. Defense played solid. This is how you want Montreal to play. So with that being said, what can I say? It was just a good showing all the way around. Good wake-up call to steal one in Toronto. This was a huge victory. And we will talk about the next game with the Blues, which ended up being close, but we'll talk about it when we get to it. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you in the next episode. And go Habs, go! I was very pleased, and like I said, Dobes to me has clearly shown he's the starter. However, he is going to need a break here and there as well. So you got to expect that. But I think it's wise for them to play him in more back-to-backs every now and then, like 2 games in a row, and then maybe go with Monty, that type of thing, because he's clearly been the starter the way this has gone thus far. Monty just hasn't found his game at all, and there's a lot of character fight in Dobish's game. He shows a lot of fight and continues to. He doesn't quit. He competes. Thank you for watching. See you here at Center Ice where the puck drops first. God bless. We'll get you in the next episode.